Hi, I'm Josan Wright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book and educational system. We've been talking a lot about encouragement because it's a powerful tool. It helps motivate children toward achieving goals and skills, pardon me, and abilities that take practice. Excuse me. These things that take practice rely on inner resources and time and to produce. And it's time and the resources, the inner resources are what children don't necessarily have, but our encouragement encourages them to stay on the path to gain both inner resources and through practice the skills that we're hoping to build in them over time. Along the way, we're actually producing a powerful mindset in our children. So we're looking at competence, the third component in an article by Y. Joel Wang. Sorry, it has this article, "The Psychology of Encouragement," named five other components: courage, perseverance, along with competence, and sometimes I just say self confidence, but competence, inspiration, and hope. Yesterday, in this Forbes article by Carolyn Centero Milton, she interviewed a neuroscientist, Stacy Grossman Bloom, who reiterated some of the more interesting facts that we've learned in this discussion about building a more powerful, positive mindset. And new skills are gained by repetition and reward. And Dr. Bloom went on to kind of dissect this and stated that the neurons that we have gaining these new messages, well, when we reinforce what we've learned through rewards, dopamine levels go up, and the brain reinforces that message by hard coding our neurons. So the same thing obviously can happen with the negative messages. And so when our negative thoughts or feelings are swarming around in our brain, we need to find a way to kind of battle that, beat it back, and actually not allow them to take that much time or take that much real estate in our brain. So, because with that, the avoidance will come up, depression. So, in order to keep those negative messages pushed back, Dr. Bloom suggested that we lower their tendency to occur by looking at confidence killers. So these are the things that we can do to alter our perceptions of an experience to bring up more negative voices, things that tend to berate us. And these confidence killers are things that we can control. They consist of lack of sleep, the environment we find ourselves in. I think she's talking about a negative environment um, with a lot of negative talk going on. Memories that we keep drudging up that show us that we hadn't done something properly. Our values could be just impacting us at the time. The culture that we surround ourselves with or believes, sorry, surround ourselves with or believe this as a fact, which is a negative culture, or mental impairment via alcohol and drugs. So, all of these things we can control. And when those negative voices slip in, our defenses are lowered. So, interestingly enough, the solution that Dr. Bloom presented, I found this very interesting. She said that we have to call on the leadership ability within ourselves to tamp down those negative voices. And it's becoming self aware, knowing what's going on, and understanding that it's time for the leadership hat to be placed on and take a stand to not allow these things to ease into our thought patterns, but also to just use that leadership ability to change those confidence killers, get more sleep, change our diet, do more exercise. All of the things that we know we can control. Well, excuse me, we can also teach our children through games how to take on that leadership role. And I did a Fun Day Monday where I encouraged the children to break that, well, get off of negative circle. I said, we want to stay on positive street, but negative circle is like a traffic circle. It takes us around and around. And sometimes it's pretty hard to figure out how to get off of negative circle. So I thought if we create redirection cards, they're cards that can remind us what we need to do to keep our thoughts positive. So when we hit a tough spot and things are not going well, or we feel as though we could have done better, we pull out our card. You can do it. And, these are sort of like affirmations, but they're more directed to things that would get us off of that slump. And so I made up ones like, try again. If you're not doing your assignment correctly and it needs to have some improvement, um, just try it again. And this one I love. I think I can. I know I can. And so, with tips like these, children can actually see that, oh, it's just like giving my brain a different message. And I think we can do the same thing to help us put on that leadership role and tamp down the negative thoughts, because once we gain control over what is our negative perceptions and bring them back to the positive, we're building confidence and we're maintaining a positive mindset. So, hope to see you next time. And please subscribe and please share. Thank you so much. Bye bye.